Hi, in last video we have seen how we can add the add coin functionality, which is only displaying to the admin user. In this video we are going to see how we can display this detail like account details to all the users, like if anyone going to be login and after you're going to click on the user profile, so there I want to display, for example, here. So here I want to display that particular option. So don't be confused, let me show you. Let me log in with one. So that particular functionality I want to achieve. Let me log in with one ordinary user. 1 second, for example, Durgesh. Yeah. Then you can see Durgesh is the ordinary user, and for this that add coin functionality is not showing. And what I want when I'm going to click on the show profile, so here I want to add one box like this, and there I want to display the that particular fields like account holder details and the balance. So let's see how we can do. So before going to do, please like and subscribe my channel. Yeah, so let's start. So you can think like we have already data in the database, okay, like that account holder name and that account balance. So what I want, we have data in the database. We have to simply fetch that data from the database and display here. Okay. So let's see how we can do. So first of all, we have to create the view. So go to the VS Code, come here, then go to the views.py file. And here we have to write the logic to fetch the data from the database and display to particular page. So come here, and if you see for the user profile page, we have already did that things, because in the user profile also we are fetching the records and displaying. So the same thing I want for this account detail also. So simply copy this one, because this one is a very similar to my requirement. Then come down at last and paste here. 1 second. Yeah, paste here. And let me rename this one. So this one should be account details. And let me give this one also, copy this entire things and let me paste here. Yeah. So this is my view name and this is the default parameter request. Then if the user is authenticated, then what I want, so I want to filter user equals to request.user. From this I will get the current user who is logged in at that particular session. After that I want to fetch the data from the model. Which model? So if you remember, in the models.py file we have created one model which is account. So simply copy this one, then come here, then give that model name here. Okay. And if you see in the models, we have one field account holder. So simply copy this one, and I want to filter the account holder which is the current user. Okay. So because of that only I have written account holder equals to user, and this user variable nothing but this one, and this is going to return the current user. And here also we need to change the name. Sorry, 1 second. For example, I'm giving account data. Okay. Then return render request dot, then we have to mention the page name where we want to render. So in my case, I want to render to the user profile.html page only. So because of that only, let it be as it is. Then simply copy this one and paste here. Okay. Then 1 second. Simply copy this entire thing, then paste here. Then if the user is not authenticated, then you must have login to see the profile. That's it only, and redirect to the login page. So we have created the view for our that particular functionality. So the next things, first of all, let me do Control S. And one more thing, we are using this account model, so we have to import. But here, simply copy this one and go at top. Then look for the model. So this is the models. So let me import that one. Control S. Otherwise, you will get error. So we have created the view. So the next things, we have to create the HTML page where we want to fetch this data and show this data. So go to the user profile.html page, because this page only we are using. So come here, and here we have to modify this page as per our requirement. So let me copy these things, and I will modify this one for as per my requirement. Copy this one. Then let me paste here, and 1 second. Yeah. So in place of profile data, first of all, come outside, and for the here profile data is in a profile data. So what I want, come here, we have this account data. So simply copy this one, then go to the user profile dot here, then simply paste here, then simply paste here. Let me remove one s. Okay. And what field we have? So we have account holder name, and we have this one account balance. Rest of things I don't want, so let me remove these things. Okay. And see that account holder name, either you can display with the help of this one request.user.first name you can do, or you can simply map that particular field which is account holder. So it's up to you, but for this second one, which is account balance, simply copy. 1 second. Account balance, control S, and here you have to map that particular field. So let me remove these things, and 1 second, what I want. So from each account, so simply paste this one dot that particular field. So for example, you don't know the field name, so simply come here, copy this one, then come here and paste here. Okay, that's it. Then for example, you don't want this edit profile button. So for example, in place of edit profile, I want show transaction. So what I can do, I can simply give show transaction we can give, or we can give like account details one button we can give. Like if someone going to click on the account details button, so it will show the entire transaction. So I can simply give account details. Okay. Oh, sorry, it was tag. So let me remove this. Yeah. So control S, then come here. 1 second. So we have that two fields. As I told you, either you can do with the help of request.user.first name, or you can give, and you can use this one also. So it's up to you based on your requirement, whatever you want, you can do. So let me do for this one also. So this is the account holder field. Simply copy and dot paste. Okay. So in place of first name, I can simply give the account holder name, account this one holder, and let me remove this one. Yeah, it is not looking good because it should be in 1 second. Account, then holder, control S. Let me save, then go to the browser. Let me refresh. Then we have to create this one also, like what we can say, we have to create one URL also now, then because once the URL hit, then our function will run, then the particular logic will execute. But right now, if you see here, we have only created the view. We have not created any, what we can say, these things, URL. So what we can do, let me do one thing. This user profile, yeah, this user profile. So here only we can write that logic also. No need to create separate view. So what you can do, come here at last, then copy this logic, copy this one, then go there, in the user profile only, because once the someone going to click on the user profile, then only I want to display that things also. So come here, then paste here, and you can see this code we have already. So let me remove this one, not required again and again. And okay, so these things. And one more thing, instead of writing two different lines, you can merge these two lines in a single line, because in the both line you are sending the data to the same HTML file. So no need to write again and again. So what you can do, see, for example, you forgot. So if you remember, in the initially we have did such type of activity in the registration page. Let me show you. See, here only you can see we have taken one curly bracket. So this is the way we have sent it. So what you can do, simply come here. See, writing the code from scratch, it's a good thing, but not that much fast, because in the real time you need to be a very fast. So because of that, only make habit to use the code which is you have already exist. So what you can do, simply copy these things, copy, then here, comma, paste, and remove these things. So you have to keep in mind, like, whether this functionality already we have or not. So if have, you can simply reuse that things. Control S, remove this one. At last, what we have created new, because I don't think it is, because we don't require this one. Okay, simply whatever logic we have required, we have simply written here in the user profile only. Okay, so no need to do again and again these things. Okay, then come here, let me refresh. We are getting one error. For example, reverse for update profile. One second, what mistakes we are doing? Update profile. Why update profile? In 1 second. Profile data dot user profile dot filter. Okay, then account dot account filter. Okay, account holder. Okay, only. Control S. Come here. Let me refresh. Or one more thing. 1 second. Come here. Go to this user profile.html and let me remove these things. I don't want these things. Control S. Then come here. Let me refresh this one. Yeah. So this account holder is Durgesh and account balance is 100 showing. Okay. But it is not looking good because it's showing outside. So what we can do, 1 second, come here. Simply copy this entire thing. Okay. 1 second, copy up to this. Control X. Then come here. Then paste here. Control S. Then come here. Let me refresh. Yeah. But space is showing. So come here and what we can do. 1 second. Copy these entire things. Control X. Let me refresh. But still it is not looking proper. Come here. Let me do some little bit modification. Not required these things. Control S. Let me refresh. Yeah, now it's looking good. So we have this one, account holder detail and account balance, and we are displaying that things to the user profile only. Okay. So the next things we have to correct this one, this edit profile. So what you can do, come here. And where is our edit profile? Yeah, this one. So card body, text body, secondary. Okay. Let me remove unwanted space. Okay. Then this one. then this one, then this one. Okay, come here. Then let me remove this one. 1 second. Control X and paste here. Control S. Let me refresh this one. Yeah. So that thing is showing. Actually, previously I was thinking to create one separate box like this and display here, but I thought only for two fields if you are going to show like that, so it is not a good practice. So because of that only, I have merged that two field account holder and this account balance here only. And see, account like username is also same and account holder name is also same, because we are displaying user specific things. Okay, if you are going to log in with another user, so it will get another details. For example, let me log out, and for example, I have one user Rama. Let me log in with the Rama user ID. Come here, click, see. Now it's showing the details of the Rama. So this is how you can display that particular things. Next things what you can do. So right now we have an edit profile page and we are able to edit these things. So here only you can add one more button to like show transaction. So if we are going to click on the show transaction, so whatever transaction happen, it will display. Okay. So come here in the VS Code, simply copy this line, then paste here, and in place of the edit profile here, give show transaction. Show transactions. Come, copy, refresh. Yeah. And one more thing, I want in the same line. So what? Let me remove this do. Control S. Then come here. Let me refresh. But still it's not showing properly. Let me remove this class also. Control S. Let me refresh. Yeah. So edit profile, show transaction. And if I want to change the color, what I can do? Simply come here and in place of primary, I want info. And these are the classes which is we have already seen how we can check. So come here, let me refresh. Yeah. So edit profile, show transaction. Okay. But right now, even I'm going to click on the show transaction, it is going to the update profile page. So we have to map the relevant field. So the next things we have to see how we can show the transaction details. But before going to show the transaction detail, we have to first show the transaction. Then only we can show the transaction history.